Good day everyone, this is Sir Kuya CK and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So before tayo mag-start to another video tutorial, I would like to invite everyone to kindly click the subscribe button and click the like button in this video no kung hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe and if nagustuhan nyo yung content ng video na to. Okay? So this is in support to our YouTube channel no para mas mag-grow pa tayo as a community. So, wag na nating patagalin. Let's start this video. So, ang topic natin is about statement of changes in equity. But before that, alamin muna natin ano ba yung mga types of businesses na meron, no? Para mas maintindihan natin on how to prepare statement of changes in equity. So, una, we have service, merchandising, and manufacturing businesses. And they have different natures of business. Iba-iba yung kanilang mga operations, no? And iba-iba din yung level of difficulty ng operations nila. And one important thing that you have to know is that it is very easy to prepare financial statements for a service type of business. Kasi wala pang indication of product, no? Or yung mga goods na binibenta, no? Kasi yun yung nagpapa-complicate sa operations and sa pag-record ng mga transactions. Okay? So again, for service business, it is easy for us to prepare financial statements. So doon muna tayo magko-focus for this video. So, sa mga businesses, no, meron tayong apat na pine-prepare na financial statements. In my previous video, we have tackled about income statement already. So, ngayon naman, ang pag-uusapan natin ay statement of changes in equity. So, paano ba siya ginagawa and ano yung importance niya? So, statement of changes in equity, this is about updating the balance of our capital. Okay? Si capital, we know na this is considered as the investment of the owner to the business in the start of the operations. Pero, tumataas yung capital as the operations go on, no? Kasi nadadagdagan siya through additional investments or may net income na nakukuha or na-accumulate over a period of time. Okay? So, ano ba yung laman ng statement of changes in equity? Una is, meron tayong heading. So, lagi yung hindi mawawala sa mga financial statements. Okay? Pangalawa, we have the beginning capital. This beginning capital is, kapag nag-start pa lang yung operations, this is the investment. No? Pero kapag ilang taon na or ilang months na si business or si company, hindi na lang siya yung investment ni owner at the start of the operations. Pero this is an accumulation of investment, additional investment. Ayan, ito yung mga additional investment, net income, tsaka withdrawals ni owner. Okay? Kaya itong beginning capital, very important for you to identify. Kasi, very tricky siya at some point. Okay? So, si beginning capital, makukuha din siya kapag meron tayong given na amount, no, for capital, tapos may date siya na starting date of, like for example, starting date of a year or starting date of a month. No? So, pag mga ganun, that is considered as beginning capital. So, kunwari, we have January 1 or hindi, pagta natin. Kunwari, ang owner ay, ang pangalan ay si CK, no? Si CK Capital. Yan yung ating account title, no? Tapos, minsan kasi nilalagyan yan ng, sabihin natin na January 1, 2024. So, pag ganyan, it is considered as beginning capital kasi January 1 siya. Okay? Pag hindi naman January 1 or kapag fiscal year yung ginagamit, kunwari June 1, 2024, so that is also considered as beginning capital. Okay? Basta 1 yung ginamit na day. Pero kapag ang ginamit ay, sabihin natin na December 31, 2024, that is considered as ending capital. Okay? Kasi ang date niya ay December 31. Okay, dulo na. No? So, yan. That's how beginning capital works. And then, next one, we have the additional investment. Ito naman yung mga dinagdag na investment ni owner. Like, for example, nakikita niya na kulang pa yung na-invest niya at the beginning of the operations. So, may mga times na nag-additional investment. Pero this is rarely na nangyayari, pero it happens. No? Next is the net income. So, very important na before talaga tayo mag-prepare ng changes in equity or statement of changes in equity, we have already prepared for our income statement. Kasi si income statement, dito nakukuha yung ating net income or loss. Okay? So, itong net income na nakuha natin sa income statement, ita-transfer natin siya sa changes in equity and para makuha natin yung ating desired result. No? So, that is important, net income. And then next, we have the withdrawals. So withdrawals naman, ito yung mga nilabas na assets ni owner, no, for him or her to use for personal agenda, no, or personal expenses. So, withdrawals, nakakabawa siya ng capital natin. And then lastly, kapag nakuha na natin si beginning capital, additional investment, net income, and withdrawals, saka natin makukuha si ending capital. How so? So, ang ating formula for that ay beginning capital plus additional investment plus net income minus net loss. So, dalawa lang kasi yan kung mag-net income or mag-net loss. Okay? Pag nag-net income, syempre positive. Pag net loss, negative or minus. And then, lastly ay minus withdrawals. Okay? Para makuha natin yung ending capital. Okay? Very basic lang din siyang tandaan. Basta importante, alam nyo kung ano yung formula. Okay? So, yan. That's how we do a statement of changes in equity. Ngayon, yung heading, ito pala, hindi pa natin natatackle. Sa heading ay, kunwari, tatlo lang naman yan na line Yung unang line is yung pangalan ng company. Kunwari, ang pangalan ng company ko ay CK Acts. And then, yung pangalawang line is yung statement of changes in equity. Yan. So, ilalagay mo lang yung pangalan ng statement. And then, yung pangatlo ay kung anong period yung covered ng statement na yon. Like, for example, for the month ended December 31, 2024. So, pwedeng itong month ay palitan ng year, depende nga sa kung ano yung covered no, ng financial statement. So, yan. Ganyan siya. No? Ang ating statement of changes in equity. Now, next punta tayo sa isang problem para mas maintindihan natin kung paano ba nag-work si statement of changes in equity at ano yung mga transactions na kailangan nating i-record sa changes in equity. Okay? Kasi not all the time ay nandito siya sa statement na to or sa financial statement na yan. So, here we have items or transactions, no? At identify natin siya kung pasok ba siya sa income statement, changes in equity, and balance sheet. So first, we have supplies on hand. Supplies on hand is considered as asset. So supplies on hand at the end of the year, so yan ay pasok sa balance sheet. Total insurance expired, and insurance, it is considered as income statement. So binibilisan ko lang, no, yung mga transactions na hindi part ng statement of changes in equity because we are focusing on this one. Okay? And then, accounts receivable at the end of the year. Accounts receivable is asset, so this is balance sheet. Total revenues earned during the year, so that is income statement. Total withdrawals by the owner, so we have already tackled about withdrawals, so this is part of changes in equity. And then, the book value of the entity's equipment. So, we are talking about equipment, that's asset. So, this is balance sheet. The amount of depreciation taken on equipment during the year. So, that is depreciation expense. So, considered as income statement. The cost of supplies used during the year. That is supplies expense, income statement. Owner's equity at the beginning of the year. No? So, Pag owner's equity, we know na this is also considered as capital, no? So, owner's equity is part of the statement of changes in equity. And one more thing is beginning of the year. Okay? Pag beginning of the year sa changes in equity yan, pag ending of ending of the year, pwede siyang pumasok ng balance sheet. Okay? Kasi yung ending capital natin ay tina-transfer natin to balance sheet eh. So, pwede siyang pumasok ng changes in equity or balance sheet if ending of the year. Pero we are talking about beginning. Okay? So, profit for the year, we are talking about profit, no? So, that is part of income statement but also part of statement of changes in equity. Bakit? Kasi, yung profit ay tina-transfer natin sa statement of changes in equity, no? Para makuha natin yung ending capital. So, pasok pa din siya sa statement of changes in equity. Okay? So, that is some of the examples ng mga transactions na part of different financial statements. Okay? So, ngayon naman, paano ginagawa yung mismong statement of changes in equity? Or, let's have an example, no? So, we have here a problem wherein we have to prepare for income statement and statement of changes in equity. Yung nauna kong video, it is about preparing income statement. So, nagawa na natin yung income statement nito, no? Which is ito nga siya, no? And ang importante kasi dito, kaya hindi ko siya binura, is that we have to make sure na makuha natin yung net income for our statement of changes in equity. So, ang net income ay 226,000 ang gagamitin natin sa pagbuo ng changes in equity natin. So, first, ang buuin natin ay yung pinaka-heading. So, etong part na to ay ikakopy lang natin, no? I-copy natin siya. Tapos i-paste na natin siya dito. So, ayan, may napasama lang na konti. So, burahin na natin to. Oh, mali pala. Okay. Iusad-usad natin siya here. Yan. Ito na lang. Okay. So, ang papalitan lang natin dito ay yung part ng income statement, no? Palitan natin yan. Tapos, lagyan natin ng statement of changes in equity. Yan. So, for the month ended June 30, 2020. Kasi yun yung month na gagawa natin. Ngayon, here, sa problem na to, no, binigyan tayo ng income and expense accounts, which is yung ginagamit natin for income statement. Now, pinabuo tayo ng income statement and then may additional info here for us to make our statement of changes in equity. No? So, sabi dito, on June 1, 2020, Manikis has at 123,000 capital balance. So, sabi natin, pag simula ng buwan or ng taon, no, yun ang ating beginning capital. So, ilagay na natin agad dito. Beginning capital. Yan, beginning capital. We have 123. Or sorry, mali. Sige, burahin natin. 123,000. Ang next natin, after beginning capital is additional investments. No? So, lagyan pala natin. Add additional, paikliin ko na lang, additional investment. Yan. And then, ang next ay add din na net income. Yan. So, ang additional investment, during the month, Manikis invested an additional 16,000 in the business. Okay, so we have 16,000 na additional investment and the net income natin ay 226,000. 226,000. Okay. So after nyan, kukunin natin yung total. No, kuha tayo ng total. Yan. And then ipag-add natin sila. So 123 plus 16 plus 226,000, we have 365,000. Okay. And then less withdrawals, no? And then, ang withdrawals natin dito ay 250,000 kasi nag-withdraw daw ng 250. Okay, so 250,000. Pag nagle-less tayo, yan, ibabawas natin siya from the total itself. So 365 minus 250,000, we have 115,000 na ano to? This is our ending capital. Okay? So, pag ending capital na, i-double rule natin kasi yan yung last resort natin or yan yung ating last result pala, result. Ayan. So, this is how we do our statement of changes in equity. No? Madali lang siyang gawin if you know the content, ano yung mga transactions na kailangan i-record, and also kung ano yung format no ng ating statement of changes in equity. So that's all for this video. So if may natutunan kayo at nakatulong to in your additional knowledge, no, again, please click the subscribe button if hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe, and click the like button if may natutunan kayo on this video. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much and have a great day ahead.